Tonight on CTV News, CSU alum and energy entrepreneur Michael Smith donates $13 million to the university.
Then we take a look at a class that is teaching dance students how far they can go around the world.
This plus weather, sports, and entertainment, all starting now.
Thank you for joining us on our last newscast of the semester, Fort Collins and CSU. I'm Aislinn Carrillo.
And I'm Bailey Lakey. Well, Aislinn, we're finally here. What did you learn this semester at CTV?
I honestly learned so much. It was really nice to get some experience in front of the camera and meet all of these great people here.
I completely agree. This was my second semester here at CTV, and it's just been incredible to see how much I've gotten to learn as a reporter. CSU announced today that Michael Smith, a renowned oil and gas energy entrepreneur, has made a $13 million donation to the university, completing the funding needed to finish the natural resources building named in his honor. Michael has business roots here at CSU. He was a chemistry major with a minor in mathematics. He graduated in the 1970s and is also the recipient of an honorary doctorate of humane letters from this university. The $13 million will be used not only to finish the natural resources building, but create over 60 scholarships for departments spanning from business to chemistry and geosciences. Some of the donations will also be used toward the new on-campus stadium due to be here next year.
It's an all too familiar sight here at CSU. Flashing police lights, ambulances blasting their horns, and paramedics rushing to a scene. But have you ever wondered how often these emergency responders have to visit CSU? According to an estimate by CSU Public Relations, they visit CSU 1 to 3 times a day. Their data taken between February 1st, 2015 to February 1st, 2016 reported 323 ambulance visits and 571 fire engine visits. 76% of those visits were due to medical calls. 7% of those calls were caused by a fire alarm being pulled, and only 2 of these incidents were malicious activations, meaning someone pulled them as a prank. However high these numbers are, they have decreased over time.
This week, the ASCSU Department of Health and other groups on campus came together to present Mental Health Week. Throughout the week, students were given the opportunity to talk with people about the available mental health resources on campus, learn about the new service, You at CSU, and participate in fun activities. Students could take a break from studying and de-stress by coloring, playing with Play-Doh, make glitter globes, and much more. Ultimately, the goal of Mental Health Week was to get people to talk about the stigma that comes with mental illness, realize that mental illness is more than just a diagnosis, and learn how to support loved ones who deal with the mental illness.
We really wanted to provide resources to students because it does get stressful. May is actually Mental Health Month, so we really wanted to not only provide options for students as they kind of get to a very stressful time in their lives, but also know that we're providing resources and helping reduce that stigma around mental health.
CSU is having their annual alumni dance concert this Friday and Saturday at the UCA. And to accompany the event, they held a dance technique class that featured an alum that has danced all over the world. Rich Lugo began studying martial arts in Westchester, New York at the age of 4. After a decade of training, he became involved in dance, including ballet, jazz, and hip-hop. He earned a bachelor's in dance at CSU in 2009 and has choreographed 14 pieces in a variety of different styles. The class allowed the esteemed dancer to share some of his knowledge in the world of dance and show the variety of paths a dancer can take. Tickets can still be purchased online to see the show this weekend.
The whole week is designed to bring in former students of CSU's dance program from clear back, I think as early as early 2000s for sure that we have students here or former students here. And I just think it's a great opportunity for our current students to see the different choices that our dance majors have made.
If you've been inside the Morgan Library, you've probably seen posters advertising free 3D printer and scanner training for CSU students. Over the past few years, the CSU's Idea to Product Lab has offered training on devices that allow you to print or scan a 3D object instead of just a simple image on paper. The lab is student-run and works on various projects. During training, students from the lab teach people safety information, how to use the printer and scanner, when and where they can go to print and scan objects, and where to buy required materials. There is a 3D printer and scanner available in Morgan Library that anyone who has gone through the training may use. There are no more scheduled trainings for this semester, but you can get in contact with the I Did 2 Product Lab at 970-491-5259 to set up a session.
We've been offering it like since the lab has been started, which is like 3 years old, but it's like gotten much more formal. Like recently, we're trying to like make everything like standardized and formal. It used to just be like you come in and like you show someone how to do something and hopefully they have a bunch of questions, but now we sort of have like a more like formalized process.
3D printing is so cool, and it's awesome that we have it here at CSU. I might have to try it out sometime.
Yeah, I was in a lab yesterday, and it was really neat to see the scanners and printers in process. They print the 3D material just from scanning in a blank object, so it was really neat. Nicole Conklin is up next with your final weekly weather forecast.
You just never know what you're going to get in Colorado.